My name is Dana, and I'm the owner of Beautiful Brides Hair and Makeup, a luxury on-site hair and makeup company serving brides and their parties in the Northeast and the Southeast. I get this question all the time, so don't feel like if you ask it, you are, the only person asking it. That has an Instagram, and it's just them. It's Hair and Makeup by Dana, or Dana's Beauty, or Dana's Bridal Beauty, or whatever that have you, and it's just them, the artist. Maybe they work with one more person, maybe two. Their work is displayed on their Instagram and their social media. You are directly seeing their personal work that they've actually done with their own hands. That's easy to do when you are a solo artist or a very small team. When you work with a larger team, typically larger teams have upwards of 12, 15, 20 artists per market area. That's how my company is. So I have a brand in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware area. I also have a brand in the South Florida area. We cover weddings all the way from around Port St. Lucie all the way down to the Keys. So I have like 30 artists in my South Florida market. To have a portfolio, a current portfolio for 40 to 50 artists in 5 to 6 markets, it's literally impossible to keep that all straight. I always tell my clients, if you're going to work with me, you want to trust me and my years and years of bridal beauty experience, that all of our artists have been trained, vetted, insured, interviewed, and auditioned by me. They have to have at least 3 to 4 years of bridal beauty experience. I don't really just take them from behind the chair. I make sure that they have years of experience and they can do different ethnicities and different styles, from natural makeup to glam makeup to Indian makeup to African American makeup to Asian makeup. So all of the artists that I hire, they typically have to know everything. So if you wanted to hire a company like mine, a larger company with many artists, many team members, most likely they're not going to let you go into a portfolio and choose the artist. And here is the reason why. The main reason is scheduling and availability. When you work with a large team like I do, and we're doing 300-400 weddings a year in so many different areas of the country, I know my artist availability based on what they tell me. I do ask my team members to update their calendar on a regular basis, because they are allowed to book their own weddings. If I don't book them and they book themselves for one of their own weddings where they've gotten the client on their own and not through me, then they let me know. So allowing our clients to choose and cherry pick their team members, it's almost impossible. What I do tell my clients, because they'll say, I want to see who's going to be working on me. I want to see what their style is. Well, you have to trust me, again, that I'm going to choose an artist that is going to be great for you, your location, your party size. I mean, I might need to choose 5 artists. If you have a very large party, 20 services, 30 services, which we do, you're going to want me to build a team based on that amount of people. Occasionally, the bride will say, I really want to see the artist. Sometimes I already know who I'm going to pick, and I might be able to share some pictures from them, but sharing Instagram, I do not share Instagram before the wedding day, because my artists are allowed to post whatever they want. And I have a very specific brand and aesthetic that I want to show on social media. And sometimes artists don't have the same idea about what their brand is. So I really don't like to share their Instagram. I have no idea what they're doing. There's no way I can manage all of that. So I create beautiful Instagram portfolio, beautiful TikTok portfolio, website portfolio, and I make sure that it's a snapshot of our overall aesthetic. Now, each company you hire, some of them may specialize in high glam, some of them may specialize in natural makeup. We kind of have a cross section of brides that hire us to do any look that you want, any hairstyle, any eye look. there are a lot of benefits of going with a larger company, such as a contract and a payment schedule and a backup plan and, getting a timeline, having one-on-one with me, the owner. A lot of smaller artists don't do that. They don't even do timelines. I really want you to believe that you're in good hands, that I only want you to be happy. And if something happened and I chose an artist and you didn't click at the trial or you didn't love what they did, we'll talk about it and we'll figure out what happened. And if I have to offer you another trial or even another trial with another artist, we can work on that. We could talk about that. Once I do decide who I'm going to put, I can share some photos with you. But then what happens if I do that and you're like, well, I don't like her work and I don't like her aesthetic. Well, every other artist is going to be able to do pretty much whatever you want. I can switch it up, but if they don't have availability, then we're not good. So if you come to me and you ask me to choose your artist, probably I'm going to say no, and those are the reasons.